Thank you to all 61 of my subscribers and those who haven't subscribed yet for giving me your time. Because of you, my channel is growing. I am the little guy, and I hope you enjoy this video. It's no secret that Fortnite sees a dip in the player base during the summer, but Epic Games thought of a solution during Fortnite Chapter 6, Season 3, in the form of Lego Fortnite Expeditions. On June 18th, 2025, Lego Fortnite players were given their first look at 3 classes promised to be playable in Lego Fortnite Odyssey. The hunter could deal a lot of damage to one enemy, mark targets to make them easier to eliminate, and set traps to interrupt enemies. The Rift Ripper could use rift shards and rift crystals to damage nearby enemies and empower the team. The Shadow Caller could use chaotic energy to deal explosive damage to enemies and heal allies, with an upgrade tree that could turn them into a damage per second powerhouse or a critical support role. Players would battle Spires, Spire Titans, the Mercenary Corps, and eventually Mask Maker Dago, while leveling up their chosen classes. Expeditions was unique because players could unlock decor for leveling up the 3 classes, completing quests, and completing 10 expert missions. These decor items could be used in Lego Fortnite Odyssey and Brick Life. Expeditions was also the first Lego mode players could access from either Brick Life or Odyssey simply by choosing it at a bus stop. July 29th arrived, and with it came the final content for Expeditions in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3, the Bestie Fest in Brick Life, and the disappointing news that the classes weren't going to be available in Odyssey as soon as Epic Games had originally planned. However, Expeditions could still be accessed from a bus stop in either of the other modes, which begs the question, why? Most of the players I've talked to think that Expeditions was a limited time mode and that Epic Games has no plans for it outside of Chapter 6 Season 3. And they could be right. It's very likely that Epic Games only planned on using this mode to create hype for the character classes and to test them before releasing them into Odyssey. Recently, Fortnite has been developing a reputation for releasing new modes and then letting them fizzle out without taking the proper time to make them great. Rocket Racing has been abandoned. Save the World players are lucky to receive an update. Ballistic still has yet to become a finished product. And where is the Disney mode Epic Games promised? Fortnite Festival doesn't get anything outside of new passes, instruments, songs, and theater stages. Reload, despite having 4 maps since launch, hasn't released a new victory reward since the Resbrella. Lego Fortnite Odyssey, despite being an unfinished product at launch, has received features it should have had at launch. Considering Expeditions hasn't had more than 50,000 players, and has had player count lows that would give Rocket Racing a self-esteem boost, it's very likely that if Epic Games did have any plans for it, they might abandon it. Should Expeditions be a limited time mode, it won't be the first time Epic Games released a Lego Fortnite mode with the promise of free rewards, only to abandon it once they achieved their goals. In October 2024, the Mystery of the Monolith event was announced, and with it came 4 new modes Epic Games hasn't updated since the event was over. Lego Dream Chasers vs. Nightmare Hunters, Lego Monster Fishing, Lego Parkour Worlds, and Lego Dark Space. were released shortly before Halloween 2024, and during the event, players could unlock a code that would give them free decor bundles. The event ended on November 13th, 2024, and since then, those modes haven't received any major updates. To my surprise, people still play in those modes. However, I do think there's a small possibility that Expeditions will receive future updates to ultimately be more than just a temporary mode to keep players logged on during the summer. Why would I think Lego Fortnite Expeditions might have a future? Part of me thinks they have further plans for Expeditions, considering the mode was shown alongside both Brick Life and Odyssey in the teaser trailer. At the time I'm releasing this video, Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 Shock and Awesome is in full swing. The Palm Paradise Lego Pass is here, and the quest for Expeditions are still available. Updates to the different modes in Lego Fortnite are less frequent than Battle Royale, so I think it's entirely possible that this version of Expeditions will stay with us, at least until the release of Chapter 7 in December. We may not see an update to Expeditions until summer 2026, but if we do see a future major update to Expeditions, what could we see? Expeditions could serve as a means to an answer when it comes to giving Lego Fortnite a story mode. Players have been asking for a story mode, and while most would prefer it come to Odyssey, Epic Games seems to be treating Lego Fortnite as its own mini metaverse. Kazify recently released a video talking about his thoughts on Lego Fortnite Odyssey, and he mentioned two critiques I think Expeditions could explore in addition to being a solution for a story mode. He mentioned that there is a lack of transportation when it comes to traveling through Odyssey worlds. We've received a first-order troop transport vehicle and a tugboat through LEGO passes, but they're not designed with an engine and propulsion system integrated into the build. There are some free builds players can unlock in Odyssey, but that's not what they're asking for. Players have been begging for the ability to ride horses, wishing for new vehicles, and pushing for build kits to be released into the Fortnite item shop. Brick Life has shown us that Epic Games could give us new cars, hoverboards, and motorcycles. We can also feed and care for ponies in Brick Life, but none of those features in Brick Life are available in Odyssey. How cool would it be to ride a dragon or to drive an Octane in Odyssey? Expeditions could be used to test out those ideas. He also mentioned the lack of collab LEGO passes. Both Fortnite and LEGO are famous for their collaborations. Why have we only had 2 Star Wars collab passes? We did receive collab build kits in the item shop in the form of the Nightmare Before Christmas Town Hall, the Daily Bugle, and Spider-Man's apartment building. But we could have so much more. What if Expeditions was used to hype up these collabs? Imagine we got a Batman collab, and Expeditions was used to showcase the new content. We could explore the Batcave, Arkham Asylum, Wayne Manor, Wayne Towers, Crime Alley, and the rest of Gotham City. Other classes inspired by members of the Supernova Academy could be showcased. What if we even got to drive the Batmobile? New superhero classes could easily be introduced in LEGO Fortnite during a collab pass. After all, there are 10 known members of the Supernovas, 6 of which were in Chapter 6 Season 3's Battle Pass. Hunter, Rift Ripper, and Shadowcaller were classes associated with Killswitch, Light Rider, and Morgan Mist. That still leaves Synthwave, Ziggy, and Haley Sky, aka Storm Beast. If we look outside the Battle Pass, we also have Jewel, Dex Diamond, Umbra Knight, and Reboot Man. If Epic Games chooses to use Expeditions as a testing ground for future classes and to use them during collaborations, they have options. How cool would it be to see Reboot Man and Iron Man team up during a LEGO Fortnite Expeditions Marvel collab pass? Aside from testing modes of transportation and new classes, expeditions could also be used to test underwater adventures and beyond. Though I'm always grateful for new build kits added to Lego Fortnite, I was surprised we had a beach themed Lego Pass, considering the beachside boulevard builds have been available in the item shop. There were rumors of a water themed update when seashells appeared on the beaches and a trident was featured in the original artwork teasing the Storm King's arrival in Odyssey, but we haven't received an update involving underwater exploration. Currently, there isn't a mechanic in Battle Royale that allows players to swim underwater. What if that mechanic was tested in Expeditions first? Aside from being a testing ground for new classes, vehicles, mechanics, and adventures, I think the possibilities for Lego Fortnite Expeditions are only as limited as Epic Games allows them to be. If Epic Games takes the time to make Expeditions great, I think there is a future for it. Given their recent track record, I don't expect them to do that, but I do hope we see Expeditions become great. I wouldn't mind revisiting that mode once there is a new major update. There were more thoughts I had about Lego Fortnite Expeditions I considered incorporating into this video. Let me know if you'd like to hear about the ideas I had for new classes, new collaborations, new expeditions seasons, and other possibilities. I also have thoughts on Brick Life and Odyssey I plan to share in the future. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Any critique or feedback is appreciated. During this first year on YouTube, my goal is to find my voice for this channel and to perfect my style of videos. I am the little guy, and I'm out. Peace.